武装担
僕も文学さんの言う通りだと思う。多分あの部屋にたどり着いた武装さんは疲れで視線も下がってる。
私たちはそちらの通路から戻ってきましたけど、
僕らの場合無能君たちの出迎えがあったからね。そうそう床を向くことはなかった。
それにただのタイヤ跡にも見える塩梅、きっとこのメッセージを残した子。
つまり武装さんとメッセージ。
ここまでの情報から考える限りは、
交流後にどうしたいかまではわからないけれどね。
ただこのメッセージは曖昧なので、地下研究棟の方面に向かったことはわかるけど、地上に上がったか先へ進んだ、そう考えると辻褄は合います。
一人で地上へ上がっても研究棟の地下へ。そうなると次は地下研究棟。
美食さんの言う通りです。まとめると、
Something's up. Anna climbed
武装さ
down
ん
the
は罠
pit
から這い上がってきた
and
と
spied the arrow on the floor.
他に書かれ
He
た
then
矢印
showed
に
out,
気づいた。
but couldn't discount that he might have gone to the
地
surface.
上で僕らを見つけられなか
After
った
failing
武
to
装
find
さん
something
は
there, his only other option was head toward the
地下
underground
研
research
究棟へと
center.
向かった。
That's about the gist. No one refutes my theory. Seems I've explained myself pretty well.
まあ細かな話はともかく、早速後を追いますわよ。
待って家族さん、
Hold on,
ただ一
Tosh.
つ
Something
は
we've
っ
got
きり
to
させ
clear
ない
up
と。
first. SPX made me realize something. Something about the black model that killed Holmes.
黒い SPX についてですって。それは本当なの？どんな
Potion door. Then,
もう
can't
書か
look
れ
up
て
to
いる
that
立場じゃい
one.
られない。
Suddenly my vision
ま
flickers.
たエンド
Wait,
シ
the
ーンが。
demon again? Why now? I'm not sure what's going on. My vision widens like I've been blinded by sunlight. My feet no longer sense the ground as if I'm sinking.
あと
I vaguely hear someone call my name as my consciousness slips away. When I come to, I find myself alone, standing in a familiar maze. It's freezing, even the inside of my chest feels cold. I shiver when I stand still. It's almost like I'm the last person alive in the whole world.
サイカちゃん、こっちに来て。
Well, here's like
有名なメカは
an invisible mech as good as, but his eyes are weak. If we hide here, she'll pass right by us. I hear a voice, one I know very well. In the distance, I see a boy I recognize at once. The question comes out spontaneously, but the boy in front of me gives a reassuring smile, as if the answer is a
そ
given.
んなの、僕の夢が世界、僕、いや、
ホームズってお話の中の人。
もちろんホームズいないなら僕が、私がなってしまえば。
He tries to flash a cool smile at me, and I can't help stop myself from bursting in laughter. His dream is childish, absurd even, but for someone as lost and empty as I am, he's like a shining beacon drawing me to him. The other kids suddenly think about themselves. They're solely focused on their own survival. Only this one. As an orphan, he was kidnapped and made to participate in the secret police experiments in years. This awakened his powers, granting him the special ability to predict future tragedies. Then it won't. He was expected to assume the title of ideal detective, until his weakness led to disaster, wounding him. Deemed unfit, his memories were altered and he was subsequently released.
アマちゃんだね。
またアマちゃんって
Quit calling that!
そう
Keep
い
it
うこ
up
と
and
ば
I
っ
won't
か
be.
言ってる
I'll
と、
help you next time
サ
you're
イ
in
カちゃんが
trouble. What a liar. Whenever anyone's in trouble, this boy is the first one to spring into action without a second thought. Even someone as cold and standoffish as me. You're not just any old softie. Spending time together like this is pretty much proven that he's a softie to the core. And that fateful day arrives. The boy shields me, getting torn apart by red mech as a result. I run to his side in a panic, scooping up blood and trying to pour it back into his wounds, but there's no way for spilled blood to be returned. I'm screaming frustration as I splatter red across the body.
私なんかパパが言っていたわ。私の一生は悲劇。私なんかをかばって死ぬな。
The boy is covered in cold sweat and clearly suffering, yet still he smiles at me.
悲劇って
A tragedy? What's up with that? It's a good story, but your dad's gonna go ahead and decide it for you? No matter what, you're always the protagonist of your own story. No matter how much tragedy you face, all you gotta do is reverse them. The boy shakily gets to his feet, still smiling through his blood-covered face.
だってサイカちゃんさあ
Stand up, Psycho. Let's turn this tragedy
悲
around.
劇を
You immediately
覆
get
そう
him. But ultimately, tragedy is what awaits us. To save this boy, I become his substitute. Oh wait, that's... Oh wait, this is from Psycho's perspective.
悲劇なんて覆せばいい。赤い SPX を見つめたまま
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the past bit.
ロリコンをこじらせてついにおかしくなったのか。
離婚をこじらせた
It's not like I'd go insane from that. Besides, not into little girls, okay? The way everyone's eyeing you concerned, I assume I must have blanked out the way I did yesterday. The memory just now is very cycles. It was just like when I witnessed armors before. Another vision that involuntarily triggered something I saw. My ability to look into the past has only grown stronger. What the heck is going on with me?
ちょっと無能さん、あなたは確かそこの赤い SPX に殺す。
ありがとうございます
I appreciate the concern, but after what
でも
Hickman
大丈
said,
夫
I'm not scared anymore.
悪意なんて
Those SPXs aren't evil.
ただ
They're just trying to do their jobs.
そう
That's
思
all.
えるならいい。それで先ほどの操作で
今から説明しますね
Let me explain, Posh. When you saw that broken SPX repeatedly smash itself against the wall, did it make you feel anything? Like deja vu?
最高に気持ちが悪かったですわ。
I'm not too shocked she didn't realize, but someone with a sharp memory would have. Alright, let's get into it.
文学さんなら
Hey,
何か気づ
Bookworm,
け
how
るん
about
じゃ
you
ない
know,
か
right?
見覚えがあって当然ですね。先ほど目の前で繰り返された機械的な動き、あの時も私たちに外へ出ろと。
正解
Bingo, you hit nail on the head. That red SPX behaved exactly like the black one when it attacked us.
つまりどういうことですの？動作が似通やれやれ。よくか、それは照明に群が以上のことから黒と赤の
辻褄は合うと思うわ。黒い SPX、あの SPX にとって私たちは姿も見えないし音だって聞こえても匂いを元に持っていたなら匂いの元である私たちが外へ出ない以上
でも待って、僕たちが最初にその時は理想さんが殺された時と同じで、おそらく充電のあの赤い SPX は故障後にも動き続けていたのも、そしてヘリポートにはならスキュー
No, it would have been too risky either way. The SPX was meaning from the heliport went home and killed the member.
のある山から降りるにはどうしても
Leave the man and get off the mountain. We'd have to pass by that heliport.
避
No
け
way
ら
to
れ
have
ない
avoided engaging the SPX.
僕も同意見です。むしろ
Doleful, I'm ideal.
転んでも結局
まだ証拠は足りていないけど
There's not enough proof to search, but the black SPX most likely tracked the inside. Let's assume as much as we can keep searching.
ここから
では早速武装さんがでも近く罠だったらどうするの？
Doleful looks terrified. It's no surprise they're wary of unknown threats. We have to consider that armor after us down like could be a dangerous foe, but there's no way Psycho, or anyone who calls themselves an ideal detective, would show any apprehension of them like
ま
this.
ず前に進むしかないよ
All we can do is keep going. Just a moment ago, we managed to figure out something
い
new.
つでもいいから
The only path is forward, even if it's just one step at a time. Doleful grabs my outstretched hand, climbing to his feet. I can manage to invoke a bit of ideal detective in my speech. About the Black SPX's capabilities, why is Armor still alive? What is his goal, and who's working with him? There are a mountain of questions and need answers, but even so, forward is the only way to go. As it stands, our callers will explode and kill us, making way for the Duke to claim more victims. it's up to us to
では
find
皆
that
さん
tragedy.
地下研究棟へと
Alright
向かいましょう
everyone, let's head to the underground facility. We're now south once again for low sector of Snarks. $18 remain until our collars detonate.
武装ちゃんってばまさかシャッター
納金は勘弁ですと少女は
まあまあ
Easy now, at least it
武
tells
装
us
さんは
he's
こ
been through
の
here.
地下の中みんなで捜査して武
Let's
装さんが
examine the
残した
area
痕
and
跡を
try
探してい
to
こう
find any traces he may have left.
それにしても下道ちゃんと同じく明けぬ夜の一員の可能性も
もしかして社畜さんが口にしていた不滅探偵なんじゃないかな。不滅探偵は不滅探偵は決して死なないって話だよね。死んだと思っていたのに生きていただなんて。理由なんて武装さんが生きていた。そうだよね。すみません。
謝る必要ないよ
No need to apologize. Those who want to believe in our efforts
死ぬ
faith.
のが怖い
You want to trust your heart over your head. I understand the both of you
で
feel.
も科学探偵なのに感情任せだなんて。
大切なお友達が科学ちゃん今の気持ちを細かなお話は後になさい。さあこの地下研究棟でも
Harsh as attitudes, we still can't be sure of the meaning behind Armor's suspicious behavior. He makes sense of everything the Cobra has done since arriving on the island if we're able to track him
この
down.
場所では武装さんの痕跡を探ることはもちろんだけど下道探偵は社畜さんを殺したもののこの事件に下道探偵が演出した悲劇を今度こそ完璧に覆すんだ
6 hours remain until annihilation.
少女は黙したまま一度うなずいた。はいはい少女この辺りが怪しいですね。少女は
Yay.
どうかなさいましてどうかなさいまして翔子さん出てらっしゃい。
頑張ります
甘味感触雨あられ
さあ実験を始めましょうか。何か用かな。
甘味感触雨あられディナーの前に解いちゃいましょう。
僕でよければ
どうしたの。僕だって
頑張るよ
みんなの力になるよ。
僕なんかでよければ一緒に
僕が解決しましょう。僕にご用ですか。力を合わせて立ち向かいましょう。
何か用ですか。少女の視線を上げた。何かご用ですの。私が皆さんの目になりましょう。これがピンター少女は黙したまま一 一度うなずいた。この辺りが怪しいですね。少女は
どうかなさいまして。
ありがとうございます。お、あ、いや。
どうしたんだ？
どうしたの？何か用かな？何か用かな？
甘味完食、雨あられ。
僕が解決しましょう。僕にご用ですか？肉体労働は苦手なんて言ってられませんね。何かご用ですの？大きな推理
頑張ります。
お見せしましょう。
あの力を
何か用かな？
僕は信じる。
僕だって
お姉さんに何かやれり尽くせりせせり焼き。
少女はこくりとうなずいてみせた。
僕が解決しましょう。何か妙ですね。これは
お姉さんに何かご用？お粗末様でした。
はいはい。少女は苦笑する。
何かご用ですの？何か用かな？
頑張ります。
少女はこくりとうなずいてみせた。私に任せてください。
家の誇りに庶民を助けるのも貴族の務め。僕なんかでごめんね。
There we go.
社畜さんはあの感電子は自ら仕掛け。
では胸にあった刺し傷は？
あの胸の刺し傷こそが、あの傷を見れば誰だって誰かに襲われたって思うよね。
刺し傷が垂直だといけない。
ナイフを垂直に刺そうとしても肋骨に引っかかって死ぬ。つまりこの刺し傷は初めから肋骨に引っ掛けて。
実際に刺された無能さんが言うと説得力が違いますわね。
笑っていいネタですか？
方が幾分か気が楽かな。
ゴムバンドから検出された社畜さんの唾液も、あのゴムバンドを取れば感電することなんて社畜さんなら簡単にわかるはず。それを自ら口で剥ぎ取ったとすれば感電死することが目的。
昨日の推理では停電のトリックも感電も。
それじゃあまさか
おそらくそうでしょう。あれなら感電対策さえしっかりすれば。
冷静に考えれば犯行現場も下道探偵がいじるであろう配電盤のすぐ近く。つまり社畜さんは下道探偵に殺されたのではなく。
Don't fall silent. While I may have just uncovered the truth, it's a difficult reality to accept. It assumed he was a victim of tragedy taken by Renegade's hand, but in truth, he was a madman who used Renegade to kill himself deliberately. It almost makes me wish we never learned what really happened.
どうして社畜ちゃんはそれも
自分の命を犠牲にしてでも社畜さんはこの島から戻れば殺人者、それならいっそ殺された被害者。
何
That was his reasoning. I tried to argue against it, but words failed me. There are likely a number of people who would do the same out of love for their family. He had such a dark past, but he raised the family in earnest and did his best to change. It's hard to denounce him, knowing all that.
ねえ無能君。
What? That
ダ
isn't.
メかな。確かに。だけどそれでも下道探偵の犯行として探偵。
I can't respond. I fully understand Dolfo's reasoning, and honestly, thinking about workaholic makes me want to do the same. But
そ
still,
れは
I don't think we should do
ダ
it.
メだ。
どうして無能君は
違うよ。
No,
全
it's
然違
not
う。
at all. I don't want to put more blame on workaholics than necessary. But what? I want to express my feelings, but my mouth fails me. I can't go with Dolfo's suggestion. How much I know, but oddly enough, can't put my thought process into words. Why does the prospect stir up such a negative reaction?
はいやめやめ。何を推理の途中にそのような難しいそれよりも今はも
Parson then points her index finger at Techie, teeth bared in a fierce, aggressive
科
expression.
学さん、あなたどうして疑いたくはありませんけど、あなたが不滅探偵
ごめんなさい。悪気も。
Techie bows his head deeply in apology, then shows us an image on his laptop.
これって。
本当に武装さんだ。
We spontaneously shout for joy upon seeing our friend, but the gaping wound in his chest silences us immediately. His hand deceived us, right? Before the fall, armor had been pierced by the SPX, and he's still alive somehow, despite that? Almost like he actually is invincible.
ごめんなさい。実は迷宮の床に矢印を。
やっぱり科学君だった。
So sure enough, that arrow was yours.
やっぱりって。
確証はなかったけどね。
Not for certain, overcome by the size and shape, anyone would have stuck out.
どうしても目立ってしまうけど。
While drawing it in and aside
マイ
from
ス
you
のタイヤ
guys.
をうまくこすらせれば床に矢印を
その通りです。どうして黙ってたの？皆さんも気づいている通り生きているなんて本当に。
Techie's voice trembles as tears well up in his eyes. He usually keeps such a level head, so it's clear that this really has been shaken up. Psycho done for me at a time like this. Recalling my fond memories of Psycho, I flashed Techie the most reassuring smile I can muster.
するのも仕方ないよ。
I mean, naturally he'd be upset. Armin protected you, he needs to get hurt
そうそう
himself.
本人から
There's
話を
no way we'll ever learn the truth unless we ask him directly, so let's find him. Techie nods in silent agreement. I wait for him to calm his breathing. It's like when Psycho did the same for me, watching over me as I struggled in listening.
科学さん、厳しいことを言ってしまう。では気を取り直して、ここからはまた一緒に捜査を進めていきますわよ。
Hot heads to the elevator lobby, dragging Techie and me by our arms. The elevator cabin should still be up ahead, but oddly enough, the outer gate has been forced open. Revealing an endless, yawning abyss below.
どうやら武装さんはエレベーターを力ずくでこじ開けて。
そうか。エレベーターを動かす鍵がなかったから。
このようなご利用しは発想とは言いませんわよ。
とにかく僕たちも
At
エレベ
any
ーター
rate,
に
let's
後を
pull
追
the
いかけよ
elevator
う。
down and
き
give
っと僕ら
chase.
とすれ違う
We
形
must
で
have
地
just
上へ上
missed
がっ
each
たは
other
ず
as you went up.
まだ追いつけると思うから。
Using the elevator, we head above ground and quickly hurry outside the research facility. Nearly crying in surprise at what confronts us.
黒い SPX!
The black SPX? If I went somewhere else. The SPX in question is guarding the outside of the heliport, just as it had been the Psycho was killed. We almost attempt to rush back inside, but then we know something peculiar.
僕らに反応しませんね。見る限り充電中は追ってこない。
ムノちゃんの推理ではこの子は私たち登ったり降りたりで結構汗をかい
そうですね。
Yeah, definitely. Not first time. This thing reacts just before we can see it. SPX's sensors, otherwise aimed too. My thing's correct. There's no way this one shouldn't be picking up our sense right now. They've got it wrong.
なんで殴ってる
What?
ん
Why are
で
you
すか、加
smacking
藤
at
さん
Pox? That's dangerous.
ささやか。でも今ので分かった通り殴られても電源はちゃんと入っているようですし、きっと追跡。
条件ですか。
What kind of... My scent tracking theory should be correct. More likely than not. The red SPX tracks using blood. Upon this, it shreds out a squeak and starts to open.
動き出したい。飛脚さん離れてなさい。今こそピンカートン家伝統の。
All of us ready our senses, but the SPX ignores us. Darn off in the direction of neither the research facility nor the manor, but the woods.
僕が最初にいた林の
The woods
中
where I
に
was first found. Why would it be going there?
地面をよく見てください。黒い S もしかしたら今の動き。
本来の行動パ
So
ターン。
normally it's programmed to patrol around the woods.
黒い SPX はあの黒い SPX が現在も動いている。
Oh, I see. The idea was cool areas with low visibility machine like that would definitely be the way to go. So you want to charge yourself up automatically. As long as there were no targets to pursue, it would be totally harmless the way it is now. I hope that was probably a handy invention for the people working on HQ. Still, it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, given how great dangerous things have been to us.
あんなものと林の中で出会ったら失神
I'd
しちゃ
pass
う
out
よ。
around in front of his house in the woods.
島に侵入してくる
They
ような
make an excellent defense against anyone who's trying to betray the island, that's for sure.
ここまでの情報から考える限り、基本洋館のクンクン君と同じ仕組みなら換気や洗浄に。
僕らを追跡する手が
So
かり
any traces it could have used to detect us disappeared in vain. Going in an enclosed space like the maze or manor, that's a different story. Just not so lucky with the outdoors. Only it rained while I was trapping us inside. But there's no use complaining about how things could have been at this point.
黒い SPX には発信機を取り付けたので、ルートから外れたらさ。
At that moment, we hear a tremendous crash from the mountaintop manor.
今の音って
That sound! That must have been armor. Sparing not even a single moment, we sprint toward Gormenghast. 9 hours remaining till our collars detonate. Feels like we haven't been to Manor's entrance all in ages. The center of the room is armor pinned beneath the chandelier.
そうさ
Armor! No! Just when we thought he was alive, just when I thought I could talk to him again. This is just too much to bear. Determined exhalation. I approach when put his mouth suit. Suddenly,
生きて
he's alive? So incompetent! Incompetent! Armor hugs with all his might.
よかったのである。みんな無事だったの
Summer
だ
Day!
な。
Tis good to see you all
どこを探しても
well.
見つか
Said
る
to
か
the
ら
May, how you
俺
know
は
I
もう
was
心
able to
配
find
で
you.
す。
Oh, how bothered worry I was.
わかったわかった
I get it. Let me go.
離さないのである。
それ以上抱きしめられたら無事じゃなくなりますわ。離しなさいこのおバカ。
すまないのである。
You not only avoid passing away, and the armor finally released me from his death grip. I could have sworn I saw Mystic and Yoda waving me over.
まともにシャンデリアの下敷きになって、それに傷だらけの状態で。
そして我が落下したあの落とし穴はそこが温泉。
僕らもさっき
Yeah, we discovered. You're very lucky to survive on it.
ああ、そこが相当に深かったので這い上がるのにかなり時間を。
呆れた生命力ですね。悲しんでそう。
でも 赤い SPX に胸を刺さ
これが我を
それは
Is that your D-pad? Armin produced a heavily damaged D-pad from his pocket. It stayed as a testament how lethal an SPX's attack can be, even for armor and his defenses. Wasn't even its target, but the thought made me shudder all the same.
理想殿の探偵デバイスだ。我は理想殿の生死を確認したと言ったであろう。
In truth, this D-pad belonged to Lady Ideal. I mentioned that I wanted to confirm whether she was alive or not.
その際にお守り代わりに
I humbly took her device at the time, so to bear it for a good look charm.
ちょうど強靭
Lo
を
and
防いでくれ
behold,
てな。
it obstructed the SPX's blade immaculately. I got strong flashbacks to Kinjo in Chapter 6 of the first Danganronpa novel. Looked like he blasted his brains out, and at the end of Trial
なん
5,
とかこうして命拾いをしたと
he
いうわ
magically
けだ。
returned.
理想
With it,
殿
I
に
narrowly
は
escaped
本
mine
当
own
に感
demise.
謝をしてもし
Cannot
きれない。
express my gratitude to Lady Ideal.
せめてもの償
The
いとし
token of
て
thanks, I buried her in a
遺体
spot
は
where she could
海の見える
overpeer
場
the
所に埋
ocean.
葬しておいた。
Once this ordeal is over,
Minamo.
I ask you to pay your
ま
respects.
さか
Wait, so that's why you went above ground to meet Ideal's body?
んそれ以外
Whatever
に
motive.
遺体を運ぶ理由がどこにあるのだ。
We all look at one another, an awkward smile plastered on each of our faces. He really isn't much of a thinker. Despite it all, doing what he did is just part of his nature. Feeling moving bodies around the crime scene is inconceivable for a detective. Something to be upset about. All I can really do is laugh.
どうしたのだ。我はまた何かとんでもない
Whatever's
こ
the
とをして出
matter?
してしま
Have
っ
I
たのか。
committed yet another grievous blunder?
大丈夫。
It's fine, I'm already over it. I can't help but chuckle as I respond. Giving it some thought, there's no way someone as kind as Armor could be invincible detective.
実は僕たち
Believe it or
武
not,
装さ
we
んが
were
全
looking
ての
for
黒
the
幕だと思って
you
探
because
し
we
回ってたんだ
suspected you might be the mastermind down there.
なに我の頭脳では殺人事件など引き起こす。
よくわかりまあバカは放っておくとして、それも全ての始まりであるこの妖怪。
そうですね。
You're not kidding. I think this is a good
いい機会
opportunity.
だと思
Let's
い
all
ます
investigate Manor
そ
again.
もそもまだ
Still
老子
never
探偵
met
を
a
殺した
senior
犯人
detective that
待ってそういえばこの洋館って先ほど調べてみましたが、1階は人体に有害なほどはただ2階には未だに毒が残留しているようですから。
なんだかまだ状況がよくわからぬが。
とりあえず
シャンデリアの罠はか
ぬむそれ本当に
渋谷さんも
Downtown was lucky too? What do you mean?
ぬむ話してい
Have I
る
neglected to
我
mention
らの
this?
中で
Lady
洋館
Downtown
に
was
一
the
番
first
早
of our
く到
company
着し
to
たのは
arrive.
渋
I
谷殿だっ
attempted
た
to
の
keep
だ。
pace, but the only chair
我
behind
が
her
おそら
arrived
く
second.
無能
I
殿
do
が
not
先
open
に
the
開
door
けていな
first.
けれ
Lady
ば
Downtown was
渋
met
谷
with
殿がシャ
crushing
ンデリア
end.
の下敷きになっていた
Perhaps
の
that
で
was the
ある
reason behind her failure.
となる渋谷
So
さんが
downtown was the actual target? Oh, why hadn't I noticed before? This is psycho theorized. There were meant to be two victims in the case of dismembered detective before disrupting the crime. Which means you would have had an intended first victim. I think it was her. Duke's very own ally.
先行は
The Court Duke attempted to dispose of downtown alongside senior detective. But why?
核が串かじがで
何下道殿と社畜殿が
Both serve renegade and serve workaholic at once?
それは
I mean,
つ
there
ま
must have
り
been the work of
八つ
Duke,
咲
does it not? While I'm all over the facts in my head, half my yelps and shock is Posh quickly fills them in on the events of the past few days.
絶対に許せんのである。愛の川南なよ。よくき
いや武装さん
Actually,
黒
I'm
探
not
偵
really
が死ん
figure
だ事件
out
は
just
社畜さんによる自
a
作
bit
自演だっ
ago.
てさ
That
っきの
renegade's
調査
death
で
was workaholics doing. He staged the whole thing and put on a show of
自作
wait,
支援
put on a show? Suddenly it hits me like a bolt from the blue. The common thread among the Core and Duke cases is that there are always two simultaneous victims. I'm so fixated on solving the case I didn't notice, but Armor's right. The Paradox murders fit the same pattern. Is it just coincidence, or was it premeditated by Workaholic, who had hoped to pin the blame on the renegade detective? I get the feeling we're missing some crucial
同
details.
志探偵の殺害方法
The method in which Senior was killed was clearly meant to evoke the Court and Duke, so I was only one victim.
もしかしたら本当は最初から狙いは無能。
いや僕の
No,
存在は
Duke wouldn't have
八
known
つ咲
about
公
my
にとっても
presence to
渋
begin
谷
with.
さんを犠牲に
There
す
must
る
have
メリ
been
ットが
some reason he would
何かあったは
sacrifice
ずなんだ
downtown. Trust in yourself. I recall Psycho's final message to me. get the sense I'm close to the heart of this case. Just know.
じゃあせっかくだから最初の事件探偵デバイスの日無能ちゃんを除いた私たちはこのモルグ島のそれから約3時間かけて正午頃にモルグ島へ
僕が目覚めて洋館に到着した
Woke
の
up in the middle of the man about an hour before. Probably
つまり11時
11 or so. Just after the entrance hall shut and I was gone.
途中で洋館へ行くよう理想探偵に指示された。
はい、それで合っています。僕たちが洋館に到着したのは13時。それからこの部屋で大和さんの自慢の嗅覚で凶器を発見。僕の追跡遊具がクンクンと
室路を社畜さんの経験に基づいた隠し通路を発見した。いや、
僕なんてそんなワイヤーの
何を言う。
Nonsense, I witnessed you press on, even while wounded.
の意志には
My heart would not hold its gratefulness for you, so doleful.
そして隠し通路
Once we made it through the passage,
僕らは八つ咲きにされ
I
た同志
discovered the dismembered corpse of senior detective. Body since been removed, but no massive bloodstains left behind serve as a grim reminder of the horrific crime. Now I think about it, this is where everything has been set in motion. Senior detective brought me to this island, yet we had barely even spoken for his death. Makes you wonder if he knew then about what had been Psycho. There's no question the chandelier killed, but given the nature of the trap, anyone could be the culprit. Don't know who did it. The trick itself is simple, but it hasn't been a more difficult case to solve.
皆さん、もう一度この洋館を調べた今の僕たちが
You might know something that
以前
you
を気づ
previously
けなかった
overlooked.
事実
No
を
one
見つけ
ever
るかも
is
しれ
going
ま
to
せん。
solve the mystery of senior
保
detective's
守探
death.
偵が殺された最初の事件を今こそ僕武装さん
Armor, those bodies.
渋谷殿と魔界殿だ。
Indeed, 'tis lady downtown and so mystic.
置き去りにしてしまった科学殿に除染をしてもらう
So
約束を取
Techie
り付け
agreed
て
to sanitize
1
them
階
and
のベッ
permitted
ド
no
へと運ぶ
relocation
許
to
可
the
をもら
first
った
floor.
のだ。
Although they may be
いく
departed,
ら
they
死
still
者同士
deserve
殿と
confidence.
同様に
As had been done with Sir Senior, I thought to situate them in these private
あ
chambers.
りがとう武装さん
I appreciate Armor.
僕も手伝う。
I'd love to help, but with all the
言いたいと
poison,
ころだけど
it'd be dangerous handling them without any protection.
ああ、ここは我
Verily,
に
whatever
任せ
you
てほしいの
entrust
で
to
ある。
me, then I'd
今まで
some
休ん
time,
で
but
しまっていた
henceforth
分
my duties shall
買っ
recommence.
てきてくれて嬉しいよ
Happy to have you. Welcome back,
ただい
Armor.
まなのだ。
Bold
無能
lad am
殿
I to be back, so incompetent.
どうしたの？
お姉さんに何かご用？
合点承知である。
There you go.
何かご用ですの？はいはい少女に復讐する。
Good.
さあ、実験を始めましょうか。
どうしたの頑張るよ先生曰く調査こそが探偵の基本広い視野を持って立ち
どうしたの？調査は僕に任せて。
甘味完食。これは証拠品。
合点承知である。片っ端から探すのだ。
で合ってるのか。
僕にご用ですか？検証なら任せてください。
つまり
何か用ですか？少女は実に興味深いです。少女は娘
どうかなさいまして？
何か用ですか？少女は視線を上げ、さあ
どうされましたか？
次の謎を探しましょう。
力を合わせて立ち向かいましょう。
どうかなさいまして？どうかなさいまして？商人を助けるのも貴族の務め。何かご用ですの？何かご用ですの？一緒に謎を解きますわよ。
何か用かな？
どうしたの？
お姉さんに何かご用？
どうしました？
合点承知である。
どうしたの？
何か用かな？何か用かな？
どうかしたの？
どうしたの？
頑張るよ。
甘味完食、雨あられ。ディナーの前に解いちゃいましょう。
どうしたの？僕だってみんなの
お
力
姉さん
になるよ。
に何かご用？
どうしました？力を合わせて謎を解きましょう。
合点承知である。手を取り合ってこそ探偵なのだ。
ピンカートン家の誇りにかけて。
どうされましたか？
少女はこくりとうなずいてみせた。何か私に任せてくだ
どうか
さい。
なさいまして？
少女は
商人を助けるのも
さあ
貴族の
実験を始めましょうか。僕が解決しましょう。科学の力でお助けします。
お姉さんに何かご用？
どうしました？ 頑張ります。頑張ります。
お姉さんに何かご用？
頑張ります。
甘味観測、雨あられ。どうかしたの？歯ごたえがなさそうな謎ね。違和感？
There we go. Another clutch. One hour remains until our collars detonate. I gather the group in the living room, just as the detective did when she first presented her hypothesis to us. My heartbeat gradually quickens. I think I finally hit upon the truth. It's hard on to swallow. I'm a bit hesitant to tell the others, to be honest.
サイカちゃん、
Saika says an experience that for
まだまだ未熟だ。
competent really is the best.
不動探偵の方。皆さん、集まってくれてありが。
まずは結論から話しなさい。犯人に逃げられては。
安心してください、家族さん。
もう亡くなった人の中に犯人が。なるほど、確かに老子探偵を。
いえ、違います。
No, that's what happened.
なんですって？
研究棟にいた皆さんは老子探偵に似たくてあれば事件回避、つまり真犯人は皆さん。
いや、驚くまでもなくその通りでしょ。
誰が無能探偵以下です。
喜劇探偵は放っておいて推理を続け、私たちの中の
犯人を説明する前にこの事件。
この事件の特性。
その通りだよ。きっとこの事件だけじゃない。
八つ崎港事件の共通点といい、老子ちゃんの死んだ事件は老子。
老子探偵の真なぜならあの事件は八つ崎港事件。武装さんの発言がヒントになったんだ。
我が
さっき言ってたじゃないか。
Was something you mentioned just a bit ago. Yes, Conan is a piece needed for all this together. What you said was that. Stay calm, Saika's name.
そう。
I was lucky to escape, just as Alma said. Anyone who got caught in the chandelier
シャンデリアの罠にかかった人は
perhaps shouldn't
そう
have
なれ
lived
ば
for
死
the
者は
tale.
2
That
人。
means there were supposed to be
八
two
つ崎港
victims.
事件と同じ構図に
Same
なっていた。
pattern seen in the courtroom due.
つまりこの誰でもいいからもう一人殺そうだな。
No, that one wasn't that random. That's the most disturbing part. Had I not been an unexpected factor, there would have been even more chaos than we'd
八
already
つ崎港は
experienced.
明確に
Did you
老子探
consider
偵の
planned one individual in
もう一人
particular
死ぬ
to
人
kill
物を
one
知って
time?
ちょっと待って。扉はどんな手段を用いて？
簡単です。この洋館へ着いたら真っ先に扉を開け。
お待ちなさい。そんなの不可能で。
見ましたよね。
But someone already was, remember? Someone died right in front of us, all for the
También
sake of
sí,
Point
esto.
Duke.
それって。
That's right, they were part of the group that was heading toward the manor at the time. The initial plan was to fall victim to the lethal chandelier that wound up setting off instead. And that person was... No.
もっと考えるんだ。
Go ahead. Find the truth. Keep...
も
No.
っと考えるんだ。もっと考えるんだ。
No.
もっと考えるんだ。
No, that's not
もっと考えるんだ。
downtown. Oh yeah, downtown.
渋谷探偵。彼女こそ本来は僕に代わって罠
Yeah,
にかかって
downtown detective. Originally, it was she, not I, who was meant to trigger the trap and
飛
time to
躍君も
spot.
科学君も覚えてないから。
Doorful techie, you remember, don't you? I bet she rushed to open the door first when you reached the melon,
え
right?
え、確かに渋谷さんでした。 普段通りの明るいテンション。危なっかしいとは思っていたけど。
暖炉で見つかったワイヤー層に触れるためのグローブの燃え。
確かに気になるわね。そもそも仕掛けが終わった後時間に余裕。
We found those hastily burned gloves in the fireplace when investigating the case of the dismembered detective. There's no overstatement to say that it was thanks to those gloves that we came to the conclusion the couple was still inside the manor. You know, if she was prepared to lay down her life, downtown would have been needlessly walking around with evidence that implicated her.
なら持ち歩いていた理由は簡単だ。
Which means there's a simple reason why she kept holding on to those gloves.
証拠品を持ったまま死ん
What if her
で
goal was to die with the
疑われる
evidence
ことが
on her,
目
so
的
she'd
だった
wind
と
up
した
being
ら
suspected?
疑われることが目的。
下道探偵を思い出してみ
Think
る。
back to what happened with Renegade. She left behind something suspicious when you died. What do you think of that?
反論もできずに犯人に仕立て上げられるなんて。
Right, so if the downtown died at the time with the
渋
evidence
谷さ
on
んは
her
八つ咲き
person,
校として扱われていたはずで
she
す。
likely would have been deemed the core
見
in
出しは自らの手で連続殺人事件の幕を閉じた哀れな殺人鬼の最後といったところでしょう。容易に想像がつきますね。渋谷探偵に全ての罪を背負わせて
でも待って、渋谷さんは死ぬ間際まで一度も自分が。
その通りだ。
Well, said so incompetent had deepened his bond with Lady Downtown just the same as I.
彼女が八つ咲き校のような下道に身を落とすなどありえんのであ
She
る。
would sing so low as to claim to be caught in the Duke. Yeah, I get the feeling she might end up going against Duke's orders.
気づかなかった
Didn't realize at the time, which was
渋谷さんが
form
最後
and
に
the
口
word
にした
for
言葉
this.
を
渋谷殿らしい。
True to form? How so? But in the end, Downtown showed up as a detective by using his signature ability.
渋谷さんは最後にこう言っ
Remember
て
what
い
she said at the very end?
マジでアマちゃんだな。
た。渋谷
そんなアマちゃん揃いだから。うちの友達が八つ咲き校のせいで死んだことも、うちが八つ咲き校のせいで老子探偵は死んだ、その意味を。
言っている意味がわからなか
I
った。
didn't get what she was trying to say back then. Her encoded message was definitely on brand with her communication skills.
すべてが繋がっているって何な。
なるほど。言動や態度で老子探偵や自分に対しては死ぬと。
正解だよ。
Exactly.
動詞の使い分け。
さすがは喜劇探偵ですね。
ものを言ってるじゃありませんの。悪かったです。
死ぬは自動詞。
Die is an intransitive verb.
自動詞は
Or kill is
適合を設定することができる。
intransitive verbs don't have an object.
つまりどういうことですの。
And that's significantly translated.
渋谷さ
Well,
んが死んだと
Downtown said that both her friends and she detective died, meaning they
誰か
were
に
in
殺す
two
の
places.
探
The person killed senior detective was in fact
彼
she
自身。
herself. The
この
reality
事
in
件の
this
真相は
case was suicide.
老子探偵自身に。
なんですって
奪うんじゃありませんわよ。
It threw me for a loop too. By considering the same possibility, however, everything suddenly falls into
老子
place.
探偵こそが
Senior was a traitor
雑
working
行
with
に
the
組みしてい
foreign
た
Duke.
裏切り者。
She means behind
一
massive
社の職員を
resources
全面させた系。
確かに他の職員は老子探偵だけを。
ロースちゃん自身がトリックをし、まさかあんなトリックで自殺を図るなんて。
待ってくれ。
One moment, is it truly possible to make so complex an artifice all by oneself? I shall speak plainly. Such a task would be far beyond the means of an oaf like myself. Yours honestly. But no worries, being an impossible feat for most. Sure downtown helped out setting things up as well as working out the stuff. I see. One could envision the success of this stratagem. We're both to be involved.
老子さんが死ぬのを渋谷さんが手伝った形になるんだね。その上渋谷さん自身、老子さんが裏切る。渋谷さんがくれたヒントは信じ。
I got proof, something that clearly points to seeing the type of involvement in this scene.
まだ何かありますの。
あのシャンデリアのトラップにも仕掛けがあったんだ。けど探偵はこのシャンデリアの罠を設計したのはこの 書籍の著者禁影に載っている男性。
そのヒゲ。
地下研究棟で見つかった本でも名前が出ていたこの洋館の設計者荒木名長とは老子探偵のことだったんです。洋館の仕掛けで死んだ人がシャンデリアの罠は改造されていました。
なんですって調べてみたら明白でした。このシャンデリアの仕掛けは今回の事件のために
科学君の言う通りだ。つまり
Got
探
it.
偵はただの
被害者であると同時に加害者に。
その点こそが
Finally, shall I conclude in the group?
老子探偵を殺すはず
The
だと
one who was supposed to kill senior detective was downtown. I suspect he also helped with the arrangements handed online.
渋谷さんがシャンデリアの
At the same time, he collaborated with her so that she would die by the trap as well. He was intended to kill downtown detective.
互いを殺し合
By
う
killing one another, they would both become victims and cope,
加害者であり被害者である
resulting in a truly
奇妙な構
bizarre
図が生まれ
scenario.
る。
First, downtown arrived at the manor first so she could open the door and trigger the trap, killing both herself and Senior, or so the plan was. Turned out to be turned out an unfamiliar boy had already set it off. Even worse, the murder weapon was still on the chandelier, and the gloves were in her pocket. As it stood, she would be pointlessly outed as a traitor. And the DA wouldn't fall into disarray. She must have really been panicking. But in an attempt to cover her tracks as much as possible before armor arrived, she slipped on the gloves and took the wire saw off the chandelier. With the evidence still on her person, she joined up with us, quietly tossing the wire on the floor as she went through the underground passage. Then, once Psycho directed us to split up, she hurried to the living room, lit the fireplace, and burned the gloves. While things hadn't gone according to plan, she did manage to dispose of the evidence. These were surely the facts behind this case. Everyone else is dead silent. That's not surprising, though. Only by out his Senior as a traitor also revealed that 2 allies of the Duke had tried to kill one another in Tavern. And there's still one more truth left to reveal. Yes, I'm telling the Quan Duke's true identity. We decide to leave the man and head to the heliport. As always, that black SPX is standing guard outside. Although its intimidating presence has me daunted, we can discuss the next part of my investigation.
こんな場所ですみません。
このような場所で何をする。いくらデクノボーの大丈夫なのかな。
すぐに済むからもう少しだけ時間をくれないかな。
この SPX が何を感知するか。
I give a note, continue my explanation.
探偵八つ崎殺人事件の真相を受けて
So first, we know the truth behind the case of this man detective. I'll explain how another one parallels
社
it.
畜ちゃんと下道ちゃんの2人が死んだ体操殺人事件ね。老子ちゃんがやってみせたように社畜ちゃんが事前に準備し、でも社畜ちゃんが下道ちゃんを殺した方法は
監視者である自分さえ知れば
Simply dying as an observer would generate enough commands to detonate Renegade's collar. From this situation, the act itself
殺人も同等でしょう。
is tantamount
社
to
畜さん
homicide.
のトリックでさらに
It
意地
was
悪
like
な
a facet of workaholic
下
scheme
道探
designed
偵自
required
身に霊
Renegade
感
to
を上げ
build
さ
a
せる
break,
ことで
practically making it
あい
double
つは
suicide.
命を背負わせること
Renegade
に
was
集中
fixated on making people shoulder the heavy weight of the lives they
誰かを
took,
巻き込むこと
whereas actions caused him to bear his own death by explosion, with no way to impose it on another.
その上
Worse yet, the
原
true
因になっ
guilty
た社
party
畜
was
さん
already
それ
dead.
は下道探偵にとって
This all would have been the ultimate disgrace from a renegade detective's point of view.
なるほど。それ芸道探偵の性格から考えるに死ぬまじゃあまさか
きっとわざとだよ。
Definitely
下
premeditated.
道探偵にとっ
He
て
was going to die from the bomb anyway, being killed by someone operating the
誰
elevator
か
would
に
be
動
more
いてくれるべきあい
preferable.
つは最後の最後まで誰かに
Until the very end, he
命
was
を背負わせる
possessed by a fervent desire to make someone else bear the burden of his
狂
life.
っていますわね。
How utterly mad. You said it, but he did stick to his principles. I'll give him that. Which is precisely why he died wearing such a satisfied grin. The smile on his dead face really seemed to be one of content. I don't know who did renegade him, but he somehow managed to get himself killed by another, filling him with total euphoria. But yeah, that pattern is quite interesting, the one which I noticed yesterday. Because it always seems to be when management's backed into a corner and that they... Well, Kurosanji, this is still my take on things. But I've managed to... But thanks to one slip up, I've been able to piece them all together. Every time management's found themselves backed into a corner, they've always had one of their underlings try and take the heat off them. Like when... Like, Selene didn't specify the party responsible for the harassment. Yet they must have felt threatened, so management threw Livers under the bus, making them make the video. Then, because that had messed with people's minds, they had people in the palm of their hand. They knew they could get away with it. But then, Sayu leaked the contract, which would have cornered management again, because it mentioned about how they didn't get the play buttons from doing YouTube. So they retaliated by having Elira put up a tweet saying... Wait, was it Elira? I don't remember. Putting up a tweet saying that... I do remember I saw a tweet though, saying that they had no problems with... Who was it? It was a while back, so that's why my memory's kind of foggy. Saying that they had no problem not getting... So I'm just going to refer to them as Party A. At least until I've been able to remember. Party A... And then puts up a tweet saying that... Was it Millie? I'm trying to remember. But anyway... saying that they didn't care about the play buttons. Because that would also detract attention from it. Because the people determined to blame the Livers would go back onto that hate train. And recently, it was after some information about Lyra's whereabouts at the time and how she went MIA. Now, if the other Lyras didn't know, now, or rather, the project, he knew, they would have considered her. That's why she would have been considered MIA. And knowing this, Reimu, or rather, Party A again. Yeah, I'm going to refer to him as Party A because it was management. And then decided to retweet the message from Nijisanji Ian to try and make things go full circle, it seems. As for how I know this, on the 27th, Selene lost access to her account when on the 26th when her... What the fuck? Having me jump. When her access to her Twitter was revoked. And then, the following day, somehow, a tweet appears saying that's letting me back to work. Plus, it also sounds like Sayu and Doki had the same manager when they were working in Nijisanji. So that would also add fuel to the fact that management are the ones pulling the strings in all this. Always did confuse me why on things if she didn't even trust Doki, but now that I've had more time to think on it, it all makes sense. If the two incidents are connected, and the things the two messages have in common, both were done by people who in their life are considered friends. Even though on Sayu's part, for now there was a bit of a fractured friendship rather. Already falling apart. And because they were closest to Selene for her termination, they had Eliza, Ike and the Vox doing that. And the phrasing is eerily similar in both cases, almost as if it's a premeditated script. Now I think that because this was also done in an act to sabotage the Livers, because someone else, scarily, realised that Eliza was friends with Ironmouse, and Ironmouse would be the ticket out of that jail. So this would also give management a motive, because by doing this, nobody will trust her and she'll never get out of there. The thing that makes Vox's involvement more obvious is the fact he was a fucking nonce beforehand, so that's how people bought into that. I'm not too sure about, but he doesn't appear in the message. Not much. He's got the least inclusion, that's what I'm trying to say. And another point of commonality, both of the terminations happened in 2023, when the new manager, Yasuhiro Igarashi, became the new head of the Ian branch. Before that, now all became controversy after controversy. The only thing that happened, which was newsworthy, was the dissolution of the Korean and Indonesian branches of Nijisanji. My memory is foggy in places, but I do remember the specifics. And I also remember, a while back, I was looking over Twitter again. So I thought it was Millie talking about Elira and no matter what everyone said, she just responded with no mine. Now if it was actually her, I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't have tried to sound like a broken record. Says the guy who just sounded like a broken record by constant penis theory. But I won't even repeat it because this time I haven't been able to piece more of it together. Regardless, back to this.
理屈は分かりましたが、
Basically what I was
どう
saying
して
though
社畜探
is
偵は自ら死を望んだのでしょうか。
the more obvious the truth,
少女
less
は改
likely
め
it
て
is.
疑問を口にする。
That's where these things called red herrings come in.
それを言うならローシちゃんもね。彼らを手玉に取るどころか、
探偵として実績豊富な人物たちを自分の仲間へと引き込む。もしかしたらそのカリスそれで
地下迷宮で出会った時の社畜探偵は、それはおそらく私たち。
ご託はもう結構ですわ。
わかりました。
Alright, allow me to remove the quartering Duke's mask. Right before your very eyes. Take out the knife I brought from the manor and gave my palm a shallow cut. Alarmed by the action, everyone scrambles to intervene by stopping and continuing my
落
explanation.
ち着いてください。
Please stay calm. As I've said, the Duke is exceptionally talented at guiding others to their
その
death.
巧みな誘導は
That very skill was on full display when you used it to get ideal detectives.
理想探偵の死にもやはり
That's right, the Quartering Duke brazenly operated the SPX right in
し
front
か
of
し
us.
誰にも気づかれることなく
Not a single person
どのよ
noticed.
うに誘導したのですか。
誘導した方法は
You controlled it using blood.
そういえば下道探偵も血の匂いって血で SPX が引き寄せられるならあなたのその
僕の血は大丈夫です。
My blood is fine, actually.
いや
All of ours is.
正確に
Aside
言え
from
ば
certain someone.
どういうことですか。
緊急停止用のヒントを
The
出
red
題しない
SPX proves that
SPX
models without
軽
any
病だって
clues
いう
on
の
how
は
to disarm
赤い
them are put to
SPX
use
よく
essentially,
黒い
right?
SPX はおそらくもっと明確
And
な
this
目
black
的
one
で
was
作られた
likely
ものなん
created
だ。
with a more specific purpose in mind.
明確な目的それは一体
Holy shit, now I've said no. I'm not saying 100%, but now that I've said that out loud, it does seem more obvious. For granted, that does not absolve them of their guilt because they took part in the video. But what I'm saying is, you need to look at things from multiple angles, not just what you believe to be true. It's only by exploring all possibilities that you actually find the truth. I mean, be honest, people aren't just gonna go up to law figures and say, hey, I did it. So that's another red flag when it came to the fucking message. And that video was recorded so that by airing it at the same time as around the same time rather, not at the exact same, around the same time as Doki's stream, that would deter people's minds. And fuck, I forgot what I was going to say now. But you see where I'm going with this. Then there's more to things than what you just want to know.
説明は後です。皆さん、ナイフを手渡しますから、軽く出血する程度に。
You shouldn't just look at things from one possibility. There are times when you've just got to turn your thinking around. Yeah, anyway, just for... That's been a while, but I thought I'd share my favourite. So, there you have it. I prefer to look at things from multiple angles.
大丈夫。僕の予想では黒い SPX は動き出しません。
To me, blind faith
僕
doesn't
を信じ
exist.
てください。
Because if you just put your faith in someone blindly, you could take advantage of that fact.
仕方ありませんわね。
家族さん、
あなたの推理にはただしこれで犯人がわからなかったら
乙女という年齢でもないでしょうと少女は熟女探偵からナイフを奪いますよ。
文学さん、あなたあと私21歳です。
ピッチピチとか表現がおばさんすぎて草生えます。
As she bantered casually, Bookworm glides the blade across her palm, drawing a thin line of blood.
ありがとうございます。
次は私の番ね。もし
黒い SPX も
The
赤い
black
SPX
SPX
と
is
同
for
様
use
に
in
警備用だとしたら
The way the
追
red
跡
one
する
was,
対象がいるはずだよ
target
ね。
has supposed
そ
to
して社
track,
畜
right?
さんの警戒ぶりから
This
も
may
分か
work
る
on
通り
Exarchute.
機密警察がここまで警戒するのは
SP
地
will
下
be
迷
so
宮から
vigilant
脱走
of
した
invincible
不滅探
detective.
偵だけだ。
The
社
subject
畜
who
さ
fled
ん
the
は不滅
maze.
探偵の正体が下道探偵だと思っていたけ
Workaholic
ど
had believed that invincible
本当は違う。
detective's true identity was renegade, but he was
下
actually
道探偵
mistaken.
は
Renegade
複数
told
人
me
の
he
仲間
escaped,
と共
told
に
us he
島から
escaped
脱出
morgue
したと言っていた。
alongside numbered children.
その中に
Among
本
them
物の
was
不
the
滅
true
探偵。
invincible detective, the
そ
future
んな不滅
courting
探偵
duke.
を警戒する
Given
組
this
織が開発す
organization
る
developed the
SPX があるとす
SPXs
れば
out of fear of invincible
それ
detective.
は
He'd use the
科学
same
君の
blood
フレン
tracking
ズ
functions
クンク
as
ン君に
Sniffy
顔
Whip.
や名前はいくら変えら
You
れて
change
も
your face and name, but not
血
your
液だけは
DNA.
変えられない。
By tracking the scent of
不
their
滅探偵の
nemesis'
血の匂
blood,
いを追跡
they
する
could rest
SPX を開
easily
発
if
することで
Invincible came for
これは
revenge.
推測だけど
This is just a
黒い
hypothesis, but it could be
SPX
that
が
the
この
black
ヘリポートのそ
SPX
ばに設
was
置されていたのは
stationed at the
いつ不滅探
heliport
偵が
to
侵入してきても
intercept
対応
Invincible
するためだったん
Detective
じゃないか
upon
な。
their arrival on Morgue.
でも
Either way,
いざ侵入して
Invincible
きた不滅
Detective
探
was
偵
already
は
aware of this
こ
SPX's
の黒
unique
い
detection
SPX の
method
特性を完全に理解してい
prior to infiltrating the
た。
island.
そして皮肉なことに不滅探
In
偵
an
を襲わない
ironic
ばかりか
twist, it didn't simply
血
target
の匂い
Invincible
が操られて
Detective.
理想探
It was
偵を襲う
manipulated
こと
by
に
the
なって
scent
し
of
まっ
their
たんだ。
blood to attack Idea instead.
忘れないよ。
I haven't forgotten. I know for a fact that you bleed in the hidden
仲間の
passage.
ために体を張ってい
You
るよう
pretended
に
you
見
were
せか
putting
けな
yourself
がら
on line for your allies, which
君は
resulted
自
in
然
a
な流れで出血して
premeditated
どうしたの？
accident. What's wrong? Your
手が
hands are
震えてる
shaking.
よ。
Shouldn't you be used to pain already?
逆探偵
Doleful
いや
detective.
不滅探偵
Or should I say,
あの
invincible
時のように
detective. Bleed for us
出血
again,
してみせてく
just
れ
like you
よ。
did back then. Funny how it's...
そうすれ
Again,
ば
if I didn't say
君
complete.
の無
If
実は証明される。
you do, he'll prove your
心から
innocence.
お詫
And
び
I
もするし
apologize from the bottom of my heart.
何度頭を地
My
にする
brother's
か
many
頼
times
む
it
よ。
takes, so please,
逆
Doleful,
が
make me
僕
all
の
you
推理
have.
は的外れだ。
Doleful's expression twists as he holds the knife in one hand. No matter how much I called to him, he refuses to reply. His silence is far more telling than words could ever be. He really is the courting duke.
イヤさんが不滅
Everyone exclaims at once. The whole group's gaze shifts to Doleful, whose entire body is trembling as he still clutches the knife, his legs glued in place. There you go. After he and Workaholic.
洋館の扉にも
If you examine it closely, you'll
よく
find
見
blood
る
in
と
the
科
manor
学の
door
力を
too.
借りて
Taking help me
血液を
analyze it,
確認
there's
して
a
みたら
perfect match with
黒
yours,
い
Doleful.
SPX が洋
You
館から離
smeared
れ
your
ない
blood
よう
on
に
the door so that black
扉
SPX
に
wouldn't leave the
ペットリと血を
premises.
つけておいたんだね。
I hadn't noticed at all until now.
違うよ布
You
君
got it all wrong, incompetent. Doleful finally breaks his silence with a plea of denial.
僕たちはこれまで
Think of all the dangers we've been through so far, all the trials we ever came together.
なのに
You really
本
suspect
気
me
で
after
僕
all
を
that?
疑うの
I've always been putting my life on line. I've always been ready to die. You still suspect
疑う
me?
なん
How
て
could
ひど
you?
いよ。
そうだね。
Those are fair points. You've always been on the front lines whenever things
危
got
険な
precarious.
さんの脅威を一心に引き受け
You
てしまう
endured it
体質
all,
なのに
even
す
when
ご
it
いっ
meant
て
pulling all the danger away.
心から
I
思っ
really
て
admired
で
you.
もそれって見方を
But
変
if
え
we
ると
look at it from another
今まで
angle,
どんな脅
He's
威から
tried
も
every
生き延
single
びて
threat,
きたって
right?
こと社畜さんの語っていた不
That's
滅
invincible
探偵の
detective's
特徴の
exact
通りだ。
ability.
そしてもし君が
How the fuck is
状
this
況でも
game
生還でき
summing
る
up my
自信を
fault
持
for
っているとしたら
success the more we go along? There was a time when I used to jump to conclusions when I was younger, but now I make sure that
君が最前線に立て
I
るの
can
も当
back
たり
up
前
my
だ。
thinking.
自分が
Hence
知ら
how
ない
I
ことを
knew
確信してい
Hence
るの
how,
だ
as
から。
well as the message, I used the fact that on the 27th, a few days after access to it was revoked, a tweet magically appeared on Selen's Twitter. I start to advance as I speak, but Dolphin shrieks, turning the knife toward me. His legs are quivering and his face is fraught with terror. There's no way this is just an act.
疑ってたの。
と信じてたよ。
I've always trusted you, and I still want to even now. But I noticed the blood on the front door. I recalled where you'd been bleeding in the first place, and then it all clicked.
逆が
Please, Dolphin, just be honest with me. Are you really courting Duke? Don't come closer! You're awful competent, unbelievably awful. While screaming to keep me at bay, Dolphin hunches down, cowering where he stands. The sight makes me want to cry. But I push through the overwhelming guilt and attempt to speak to him once more.
離れて無能ちゃん。その子はさっきから泣いてなんていないわ。
Get back, incompetent. He hasn't shed a single tear.
もう演技はいいんじゃない？これまではうまく隠し、愉快でたまらない。
Dolphin? A noise almost like the hiss of leaking air mixes with Dolphin's wailing. The strange sound grows steadily louder. And then he shifts into a chillingly familiar laugh.
そりゃ愉快に決
Of
まっ
course it's delectable.
最低な僕のこ
Things
とを
can't
心
be
の底から
children
信
in your
頼
heart.
してくれているん
Nothing
だ
can be
もん。
more delicious.
最
No
高
doubt
に
this
愉
is
快
the
で
best
最
thing.
強にエンタ
逆
Dolphin? Unconsciously, I speak his name aloud. This person, possessed by maniacal laughter, is far removed from the Dolphin I've known. The others are stock still, similarly dumbstruck.
その返事は肯定と
Porsche opens her mouth again. Resolute, she faces Dolphin and addresses him once more.
あなたを信頼していた私たちがバカでしたわ。証拠はそろっ証拠って何？
Evidence? What evidence?
ですから先ほど無能さん僕の血が扉についていたから全ての確かに扉に血はついたかもね。その血が扉についていたから
君だけ
You're
は
the only one who
ナイ
refused
フ
to
他のみんなは
have
血を流してみ
The
せた
rest
ん
of
だ。
us only have. At this point, no one else could be the
君以外に
calling
ヤ
you.
ツだ。
血の匂いを元に追いかけてくるメガが近くにそれとも僕に強制するの？そんな権利はないよ。
Porsche and I are lost for words. By now, it's obvious that Dolphin is an invincible detective. We still have no physical proof. In light of his rebuttal, we can't actually condemn him of
理
anything.
想ちゃん殺害を含むこの島での一連の事件についてはでもこれまでの八崎港事件についてはどうかしら。100人以上が死んだ事件ですもの。
八崎港事件の真相を解き明かすっていいよ、やってごらんよ。君たちの熱意に免じて仮に八崎港を演じてあげたっていい。君たちはまだ気づいてないのかな。
八崎港事件の真相。
まさか
Tomei takes a step back, seemingly struck by revelation.
最低の殺人鬼。
音楽さんも分かったの。
You figured out too, bookworm?
八崎港事件の
Excuse
真
me,
相。
Dolphin.
無能探偵ならきっとわかるはずです。
最後の
First in that case. First, the case of this time the detective utilized mechanisms built into the chandelier to remotely. In reality, it had been a self-orchestrated suicide, one that Senior had staged in collusion with downtown. The plan of him for the both of them to die simultaneously, each killing the other. Alas, the case of the Paradox murders was not one. Two deaths occurred in quick succession thanks to Workaholic's efforts. When Renegade reset the breakers, Workaholic was electrocuted by his own trap. Tripping the countdown for Renegade's core to explode. The renegade resisted. He ultimately died by someone else's hands, no workaholic. This case too was really meant to have two individuals responsible for someone else's death.
探偵八つ崎殺人事件と矛盾回想殺人、この2つの事件が八つ崎公による。
In the other Quartering Dukes, there were always two people who died. Jefferson was accused of killing if you have a morgue, that would mean two people dead, each a victim and a perpetrator. But notable lack of evidence tying them to the Quartering Duke. My heart jumps. Could it be? No, there's no way.
ヴィドックが捜査を止めた理由を理解できていなかったみ。
Doleful laughs, Tony sensing my knees.
君はさっきから僕を人殺しとして扱う。
You've been treating me like some murder.
もし万
What
が
is the
一
point you keep
八つ
saying
崎
that?
もし二人の死者が互いに互いを殺し合っているだけだと。どうもしませんわよ。あなたの罪を糾弾するだけですわ。
I didn't give a hoot. Damn it. Should have played. It may not be so simple, Paul.
はい？どういうことですの？結局
八つ崎公の罪を問えるかどうか問題。
Exactly. Senior, downtown, and workaholic all created elaborate schemes designed according to the Quartering Duke's. Find some evidence supporting this, we could charge him for instigation suicide. As long as we don't have proof.
八つ崎公の罪を問うこと。それに問題はそれだけじゃないよ。これまでこれは大変だ。なんたって君たち探偵同盟の推理によって100人もの悲劇の被害者が君が大好きな悲劇を覆すってやつだね。そんな真相を解き明かしたところで誰も幸せになんてな。
Exactly.
それでも僕たちは
かっこいい言葉だね。しびれるよ。そんな正義を振るうなら覚悟はあるんだよね。大切な人が死んで嘆いていた遺族、かわいそうな悲劇の被害者が自分が真相を
僕この事件を解八つ崎僕はどうすれば。
No matter how hard I think, I can't arrive at an answer. What choice a detective like me should make?
やっとわかったお友達の仇を取ろうと必死だった渋谷さんだって自分の行動がお友達の名誉を傷つけると知ったら八つ崎老師さんや社畜さんは過去に特に社畜さんは家族も残っているから必死。その上的外れの推理で下道探偵を疑って仲間を殺す。まあ全部僕。
お前は
残酷なのはどっちだよ。命を奪われる場はそれぞれが悩みのそこに第三者の探偵が我が物顔で踏み入って真相を解明するなんて馬鹿げてる。
You call me, pal?
絶対に許されない。だからこそ八つ崎公は探偵など不要の事件探偵撲滅プロジェクトを生み出したのさ。
なんだよ
What
それ。
the? Why is something like that even necessary?
どうして
君には八つ崎公事件で死んだみんなの気持ち
Doleful gives a disgusted sigh and continues.
僕にはわかるよ。きっと辛くて苦しくて
I
死に
get
た
it
くて
now, how it feels to suffer
でも
to
死ぬ
struggle
勇
in
気
life
なんてなく
and
て
die. But I
明
have
けない
courage.
夜のよう
But
な
then
毎
every day is
日
a
を過
night
ご
without
す彼ら
gold.
の気持ちがわかる
The
のは
only one who could possibly
僕みたい
understand
な
is
死にたくて
someone
も
like
死にきれないやつだけ。
死にたくても死
What
に
do you
きれ
mean
ない
by you want to die but can't? Have you been
どういう意
saved
味
by
だよ
good luck all this time?
論より証拠だ。いいもの
So the last thing I'm going to say on my hypothesis about the truth of the dealings at Kursanji. The truth isn't always pleasant. The more obvious the truth, the less probable it is. I've been thinking about things since
何を
the time in the video, so I've had a chance to gather my thoughts. But the more slip-ups management makes, as it stands, it'll pierce his heart and kill him instantly. However,
危ないのである。
Armor catches the knife, holding the blade, leaving Dolphin unscathed. I know this is a coin Duke up against, but still, I'm relieved.
ほらね、また死ねなかった。洋館の
邪魔されるって
What?
そんなの当たり前じゃないか。
Honestly, with banking armor.
なんで感謝しなきゃいけないの。自分勝手に救ってるくせに恩を着せないでくれよ。
飛躍だ。
どうせもう計画は達成されたんだ。僕の周りではね、昔からそこで僕は自分の力を知った。僕に降りかかる脅威は罠。もっとも僕は生き残りの中でも特に弱々しい外見だったから、社畜さんも知らなかったみたいでさ。研究棟の地下で真相
不滅探偵の正体を認めるんだ。
ならないよ。不滅探偵がむしろ僕は被害者だよ。これまで洋館の設計士である老子探偵も改装後だから偶然君たちが洋館に閉じ込められて
殺さなかった目的はそれか。
地下通路の秘密さえ解ければ僕と相性の悪い機動探偵が余計な殺人事件を起こすわ。赤い SPX を解放だから仲良く行動させてもらったよ。あなたのせいでどれほどの人が死んだと思っています。恥を知る。脳死探偵も渋谷探偵も社畜探偵もそれのどこが悪い。はあ、社会的にそれ何。自分自身家族探
And when
偵
it comes to people
君の
saying
言葉
that,
は道端の選挙ポスターよりも響かない。
as soon as they open up about the
だって
truth,
君
the
は
truth's lost.
本気で死にたいと思
If
った
they've
こ
been
と
there
はない
since
ん
the
だから。
beginning, 3 years in some instances, you pretty much signed a bloody NDA at that point. Plus, when you've got a work visa dangled over your head, what else are you supposed to do?
本気で死にたいとか。ああ、いつだって死を望んで生き僕の周りではね。いつ
Who
も死
knew
が
that
起き
message
た
and a work visa would be the two things
そのせいで
that
家
were
族
tied
が
in
死ぬ
together?
友達が
As
死
well as
ぬ
the message having the same thing and the other.
いっそ死にたいってずっと思ってた。そんな僕に
You know
生き
me.
ろって言うのか。
だからって死んで何になると言いますの。
And
生まれ持
Employment
ったカー
says
ドで
that
戦う
I'm
しかあ
biased.
りません
I
わ。
put logic for emotion. If you look at things from an emotional standpoint, you're guaranteed to get bias. If you look at things from a logical standpoint, that's how you get to the truth.
私だって落ちぶれた実家を嘆きましたが、
能力なら伸びる。それは生まれ持った天運だ。実際この島での事件でみんな僕は生き続けている限り周囲を不幸にし続け、そんな僕でも生きている価値もある。報われるまで頑張れっていうの。頑張っても頑張っても死を選ぶような人こそ努力を続けてきた。努力では絶対に
生まれながらの自分の境遇を恨む気持ちでも恵まれない境遇だ。
そうだね。実際でも探偵として悲劇に触れていくに従って気づいてしまってねえ。悲劇に対
ダメですよ。
そっか。じゃあ家族がいない人は死んでいいんだよ。
I mean, quite frankly, tweet on 27th of December was bullshit anyway. Even if it was. Because granted, that was only for a brain tumour, but I was in hospital for at least 1 month, and then next has been recuperating.
あらゆる不遇を経験した僕を愛した際2番目の家族3番目の家族は僕に家族のつながりなんてものは
家族以外にも我には
そんな人が一人もいないとしたら
今はいなくともいずれ
どうしてそう言い切れるの。僕は武装さんはとっても自信がな
違うのだ。
どういうことなの。 そばにいるだけで誰か
人は人と関わらずに、だから生きなきゃいけないの。
出たね。そう、その価値観。
何が言いたいのかしら。
Do you think of the emotions
自分の
without
ことしか見え
country?
ていないと
Do you think
視野が
using the
狭まっ
most
て
logical methods?
人生がとても空虚なものになってしまうでしょう。
You can't decide whether something is true if you or false depending on if you hate said person. You just gotta look at the full picture.
自分もこの世界の一部なんだ。
出たね出たね。明るい道を歩ける視界が開ける。
全体主義。
無能くんは知っているかな。この国ではね、自殺しようか思い悩む人の7割が誰にも相談しないそうだよ。つまり自殺寸前まで追い詰められてもおかしいよね。ねえ美食探偵、君が今自分の喉をかっ切ろう。
Gomei freezes, knife in hand. The blade is pointed out.
美食さん、あなた
Gomei,
ま
are you
さか
seriously?
決めたわ。巻き込まれたくない子は離れていなさい。
Her eyes tell me she's serious. She really intends to kill Dolfo here and now. Normally I'd have stopped immediately, but now I can't find the courage. When Duke's insistence will lead even greater atrocity than I realized. Keenly aware of the societal rot she's caused.
殺すなんて言ってないと思
I think he's accepted in this case.
う。この状況じゃ。
Oh, my goodness. Next thing I see is Gomei, collapsed and covered in blood, and there stands Dolfo without so much as a scratch.
ダメだ美食さん。
It's pointless, Gomei. Even if you die, it won't make a difference.
さっき逆君が言っていた通り
Just like Dolfo said earlier, even if you sacrifice yourself to detonate the collar, you still won't be able to kill him. Guessing the collar misfire was able to simulate the house.
不発ってそっち。
せっかく解放されそうだったのに。無能くんの言う通りだよ。よーくわかった。
なら差し違えてでも。
Gomei readies a knife. Her hand trembles ever so
震
slightly.
えているよ。ね
意味があるに決まっているわ。あなたを
え、そのために自分今この世界の人は社会性を持ちすぎた。
But yeah,
最も
like I
大切
said,
なのは
it's
自
because
分
people
自身
get
だと
too
いうの
wrapped
に。
up
いつだって誰かのた
in
め
their
とか
heads,
こ
leading
んな
them to
現
believe
代
every
だから
slice
こ
of thing.
そ八つ咲公が必要なんだよ。八つ咲
八つ咲公事件の死者が増えた理由。
彼らはね、
ありえない。死にたいから八つ咲公にコンタクトをと。
渋谷さんのように被害者たちを結ぶ中心点は八つ咲公だけど、
How could someone be so intent on dying that they'd reach out to him like that?
不思議なことかな。僕はさっきも言った通り、人生は自分のため。でも八つ咲公事件の被害者として死んだ人たちはどう。
Thinking back to national foreign from the deep forward thinking. Never even who's divided the ones who
い
died.
ないだろう。分かっただろ。八つ咲公は殺しているんじゃない。
Everyone fell silent at a loss for words at the reality of this case. Dolfo's argument is a strong one. None speaks of countering.
ねえ無能君、この悲劇も覆してみなよ。
Dolfo, no, the courting Duke erupts into raucous laughter. Tries to best understand their useless, unable to do a thing. I don't know what to do.
ここ。
This is... I realize I'm on a familiar street. It's the town I call home. I lived a normal life in this average, peaceful place. Then I didn't know the truth about what happened 10 years ago. Even though it's only been a week, I can't help but feel a strong sense of nostalgia. see a familiar boy pass by. It's me? Well, his complexion is sickly and his gait is unsteady. He looks like he could keel over any second.
ね、大丈夫?
Hey, you alright? I can't stop myself from calling out. Even his voice is identical to mine. It doesn't seem phased as he responds.
何か用ですか? 塾に遅刻しそうなので.
What's up? I'm gonna be late to cram school, so if it's not important, I'm gonna keep going. Huh? Oh, sorry. Your face looked a bit pale, so I was worried.
心配だから.
Next morning, the face of my lookalike turns angry. He begins shouting, his tongue growing hoarse.
助けてくれるんですか? 勉強、そいつもこいつも、ちょっと
Wait! The version of me consumed by his academics starts off somewhere. And another me appears. Again, when I try to speak to
仕
him.
事を肩代わりしてくれるんですか? 何も救ってくれないくせに生きろなんて言うんじゃねえ.
I stand there, berated by my own self.
別に何もないよ。生きていたって面白くないってだけ。
Another version of me, myself, confronts me, exasperated.
綺麗事を言うなら助けてよ。親が作った借金。
And another, sobbing in frustration. As my awareness fades, my various selves continue to cry out at me, lamenting their lots in life. Soon my vision and the entire expanse of my mind turn pure white. I remain still in an empty void, enveloped by a slight floating sensation. I see, I finally understand now. People I'm seeing, the sort who would cling to a figure like the Coin Duke, the ones who would give up their lives to him in the future. There's certainly nothing remarkable about them, and in truth, this world is full of individuals like that. Sure enough, life isn't always full of games. In fact, it's full of constant challenges. There's no guarantee one have ended up as one of those versions of me. Not if I hadn't been summoned to morgue and reunite with Psyker. If it's like Dolphus says, and we truly inhabit a world where anyone might call upon the Duke, maybe we're in the wrong for trying to expose his crimes after all. Maybe detectives who reveal unpleasant realities aren't necessary. Maybe it's preferable to tell a palatable lie. I mean, 90% of these people run the theories about armchair detectives. They read the first thing they see on the internet, automatically believe it's right, without putting any thought into it. What's this? Picking it up, I realize it's a hand food deck. As I examine the cards decorated in cherry blossoms, my vision flickers. What? I think I hear Rowdy's devastated voice. Burning pain lingers within me, as if I've been pierced through the chest. Seen its...
用するとは。
Who's in the trap? How
なんたる人
inhumane! But I shall not fall so
もう一人
easily.
にするわけにはいかない。
I cannot leave Bucky all over. I must live.
生きなければ。
君たちを置いて先へ行っ
Sorry
て
to
し
get
ま
on
って
ahead
すま
without
ない。
nice of you.
やはり
Yes, demons
鬼
right
は
into
最
the
後
end.
まで
Keep
鬼
away
を
from
ま
my
だ
love
決
for
し
you
て
two.
届きはしないだろうけ
Before
ど
even if you ever knew it, but here in my
私
final
は
moments,
意識
thoughts
に
of
途切れ
you.
る最後の一瞬まで君たちを思う。だから
So forget about your
パ
papa.
パ
Live
の
a
こと
happy
など
life.
忘れて
You'll always be my heart.
幸せ。
ねえ、今ならまだギリ引き返せるけど。
原点1、この状況に私たちはすでに22名を。
じゃあな、八つ咲公には言わないであげるけどさ。
だが最後に未来ある私のできなかった満点の生き方。
What is all this? Memory after memory plays in my head. Everyone's different thoughts as they die. All of them think about living. Right until the bitter end. Not one of them is truly hoping for death.
サイカちゃん。
その何かの島に来た時から死を覚悟したのに、またくきっと最初で最後の君が理想探偵を名乗れるようになるまで君のそばにいさせてくれないか。
The floating sensation that had consumed me soon disappears, and I finally feel my feet firmly planted on the ground. Amidst the blinding whiteness, familiar figures loom just ahead.
みんな
Everyone. The detectives who have since passed now appear before me. This can't be real. This must be a vision created by the Denimon. Or maybe they're all delusions born from
や
my
っと
mind.
本当の力を使い、エンドシーイングの本質は未来の死を予知することじゃない。
And then, as if addressing my doubt, Psycho materializes
君
before
は
me.
今私たちの残留思念を見ている。それぞれ彼らが何を悔いているのか。
What they regret? I look again, but their faces have gone dark. What worldly repentance could they long for? I have no idea. What do they regret?
私にもわからない。
なんだよ
What's that supposed to mean?
死者の悔いなど普通ならわかりようもないさ。だが君にはその見通す力がある。それまでは必死に考えるといい。
僕も最初はやつ
At first, I really felt the Duke had a point with his idea of salvation. After encountering so many different visions of death through the
やっ
Demon,
ぱり八つ咲公
I
は間違
believe
って
Quantum's Duke is actually mistaken. Dying will make things easier, nor will it bring deliverance to anybody.
人は事実に合う論理的な説明を求めず、理論的な説明に合うよ。
ホームズ
And once again, before anyone comes up with the suspicion that I'm Needy's sister, maybe the old me would have been, but I prefer to use logic for things. I'm not one-sided like the child version of me.
詭弁に振り回されるなよ。君の思いをぶつけてみろ。君とやつ。
ありがとうサイカちゃん
After all, can you truly say that you know the truth if you're just simply running from it? You're gonna take another person's word at it? I don't know what that smile is supposed to mean. How am I supposed to understand what the dead are feeling? Whatever the case, I want to believe that they place their hopes in me.
安心してください
Don't worry, I'll handle those regrets of yours. Seeing this here and now is all I need. When I think about how I'm taking on the hopes and dreams of those who've passed, I feel as if a ray of light is shining upon me. I feel as if I've realized the full truth behind the case of Quarton Duke. My consciousness comes back to reality. I wipe the tears that have spilled from my eyes and face the Duke once more. I'm not going to hesitate anymore, even if this reality is a tragic one. There's only one thing a detective can do in a situation like
八つ
this.
咲公
Quarton Duke,
やっ
your
ぱりお前
methods are
八
all
つ
wrong.
咲公事件は救いなんかじゃない
These incidents
立派な
don't
殺
bring
人事件
salvation.
だ
They're
探偵が誇りに
undeniable
かけて
murders.
お
As
前
far
を
as
必
I
ず捕まえてみせる
I'll bring you to justice.
ぼーっとしていたかと思ったら急におかしなことを言い出して寝ぼけているのかな。
Damn it, I should have updated. Disappointing that that's not updated and what was not updated.
いい身分だよね。覚悟ができているんだね。
覚悟ならできています。
Bookworm steps in front of the court and Duke and begins to speak.
真実が幸せだとは限らないなんて当たり前で、それでも今は
文学さんは強いね。
Like I said, keep running from the truth, you'll never
しちゃう
find
くらい
it.
強くてキラキラしていて、でも君みたい。
君の言う通り厳し
You
い
look at it from the now,
甘い
but
嘘
now
の
lens.
心地いいかもしれない世間なんて気
you
に
never
せず
get a grasp of what
自分が救われる線でも八つ咲公事件の被害者たちは
殺人？誰が殺したっていうのかな。彼らは八つ咲公という免罪符に自らすがっただけで。
免罪符なんて甘い言葉に置き換えるな断言したっていい八つ咲公事件で死んでいった人たちは
はあ？自らの意志で死んだからこそ 証拠も残さず何度も言わせるなよ。八つ崎公が接し
違う、死ぬ以外の選択肢、それほど視野が狭まるくらい追い込まれているだけで、
その選択肢が見えないから問題なんだろ。努力すれば選択肢が
死ぬ努力はできるの。
But they can still put in the effort to die.
努力する理由がなかったの。
Who are you to decide they're at the
選択
limit
肢が他になかったの。
and no other
どうしてわか
options
るんだ。
exist? Can you say there were no connections between the Duke and the victims?
死んでいった人たちが自分の思う通りに死んでいったと信じているだけだ。
How could you possibly know they had
そ
no
ういう選
choice?
択
なんだいなんだい。真っ当には反論。確かに八つ崎公、少なくとも八つ崎公。
結論付けること自体が罪
Coming
なん
to
だ。
that conclusion is a real crime.
結論付けること自体が罪。
研究棟で社畜さんに問われたよ。自分を犠牲にして命を救う。
In the research facilities, work hard casting if I would rather sacrifice myself to rescue someone, or forsake me to save
カ
myself.
ルネアデスの船板だね。それで無能君ならどちらを選ぶ。
No, I wouldn't.
へえ、意外だな。自分さえ
それも違う。
Wrong again. Actually, I wouldn't choose
気
either
づいた
option.
んだ。
You see, I
問
realized
いか
it's
けの
wrong.
結果にね。
何を言い出すかと思ったら今日ダメだよ。いざその現場に立ち
分かってるさ。
I'm aware. That's why I don't want to talk about
状
things
況
used
も知
in
るカルネア
fight.
デスの船板も
The
八
Plank
つ
of
崎公も
Planades and the
どちら
Courting
も同じ
Duke
欠
share
陥
the
を
same
抱えている。
thing, and both force a choice
それは
between one or two
二
options.
択の中。
カルネアデスの船板と八つ崎公が一緒だ。そんな詭弁で八つ崎公を語るな。八つ崎公は
同じだよ。
There's no difference. From the outset, you forced others to choose between a
死んで楽
miserable
になるか。
existence
でも
or
現
an
実は
easy
問答と
death.
違う。
But that isn't reality.
死を選ん
By
だらそれ
choosing
ま
to
でだけ
die,
ど
it's all over.
生きることを選んだ
Choosing
場
to
合は
live may
人
eventually
生
lead to
死を
something
選ば
better.
ない限り
Unless some
人
odds
の
for
選
death,
択肢は
the
無
future
限に増え
prospects
て
are
いくんだ。
infinite.
黙れ黙れ。生まれつき恵む死ねない僕だからこそわかるんだよ。死んで楽になり、さっきも言ったろ。八つ崎死んで楽になる方がずっとずっと
So yeah, like I said, that's my sole
幸
interest.
福だってね。
楽になることと幸せになることは同義じゃない。船板の問題を出された時にもこの問いかけの厄介な、それなのに二択を迫る。可能性を極端に絞られてしまう。
I mean, on the Sony
そん
side
な
of
状況
things,
じゃ二択のうちの楽な方に流れて当然だ。
yes, it's a shitty move, putting on putting PlayStation games, PC versions behind PlayStation accounts. But how does that differ from? I mean, yes, there are less countries, that's for sure, but how does that differ from Red Dead Redemption and GTA needing a Rockstar account? Or Sims and Battlefield needing an EA account? Or Skyrim, Skyrim or Fallout with a Bethesda account? Or Minecraft with a Microsoft account? There's an account for everything nowadays, so how is that
トロ
even
ッ
the
コ問題
slightest
と
bit
いうのがあ
surprising?
るわね。一人をトロッコのレールに投げ込め
The
ば
only flaw
5
is
人の
that,
命を
once
救える
again,
状況。それでも
PlayStation
8
Now
割
is
以上
only
の
available
人は
in
レー
select
ルに投げ、
countries.
そして自分の選
That's
択
really
を
flawed
肯定
that
でき
plan.
るヤマトちゃんみたいに強い子ならいいけれどね。
そう、僕もこの島の事件ではつい一人で考え込むことが多かった。僕一人じゃこの島悩みながら生きるか、楽して死ぬことが幸せだなんて限らない。
あるとも限らないだろ。僕だって諦めなければ救われる。それでも君に死んでいった人たちは救えた。死に救いを求めて何が悪い。
悪いさ。人が本当に求めているのは
For the first time, the courting Duke is at a loss for words. Without hesitation, I speak my thoughts, hammer my point home.
死ぬことは妥協した結果の手段だ。 ただ救いを求めるなら、君は全体主義を批判していたけれど、迷惑をかけずに死ぬという違う。
僕は誰にだって救いがある世界を作りたかっただけだ。誰かに迷惑をかけることを恐れる人たちに救い
を。迷惑をかけずに死ぬくらいなら、迷惑をかけてでも生きてみせろよ。誰に迷惑をかけ、世界に迷惑をかけずに死ぬことで救われるだなんて、そんな悲劇の結末は認めない。君が作り上げた悲劇は、僕がこの手で。
それが傲慢だっていうの。自分で結末を用意できない人だっている。救いを見出せない。それとも悲劇の舞台上で哀れに踊る。
その通りだよ。残酷だっていいさ。死んでしまえば舞台は終わりだ。
それは君に才能が。
僕が無能だったことは、きっとこの島に来なかったら、もしかしたら八つ咲港にすがって努力することもあっても、この島でみんなと出会えて、たくさんのことを学んで。
訪れるとは限らない。
でもゼロじゃない。死んでしまったらゼロだ。死は未来の自分の可能性を奪うことになる。きっと誰もがその戦う意志を。
無能。絶対に後悔するぞ。大勢の人の名誉を傷つけ。
覚悟はできているさ。でも無能探偵の名にふさわしい。
上司に相談もせず一人で抱え、あなた一人に無能さん。私
我も背負うぞ無能殿。確かに死ぬことが救いとなる場合もあるだろう。だがどのような理由があろうとも生きる。
少女は意を決して、一歩お父さんも渋谷探偵も、この島で散っていった人たちはみんな必死に生きていました。
And also going back on
他の人たちも同じでしょう。
fitting.
いくら残酷でも
One thing I do know for
機
sure.
動探偵に指摘されていた通り、無意識のうちに自分の境遇を傘にして誰かに守られることが当然だと。自分がですが、この八つ咲港、いえ飛脚さん。
私も命をこの世界はまず。だから飛脚ちゃん、まずはあなたを捕まえるわ。
The morning sun pierces real world shrouded in darkness of night. Its rays shine and those gathered around me, casting long shadows upon the ground.
ありがとうみんな。
Thank you, all of you, for shouldering this responsibility with me.
正気か。正気なの。君たちの味方だって。
それが探偵の仕事だからだよ。
No, I don't want
探偵が必要とされるのは、いつだって他の誰もが八つ咲港事件の犯人。
Everyone thinks it's doleful. No, the Quartering Duke direct. Come on, update already. Nope. Quartering Duke chortles on as he raises his
そんな
knife.
に追い詰められたって僕は。この状況で SPX に襲われたって、きっと理想探偵のように正義感の強い。
Reacting to the Quartering Duke's blood, the black SPX springs to life. The Druid escapes off his own kill. Any sense in saving maniacal kill? Either way, there's no time for internal debates. I jump in front of the Quartering Duke, guarding him with my body.
理想探偵が死んだ時と同じだね。
今回はないさ。
I'm not regretting a thing,
絶対に生かすこと
because I'm committed to keeping you alive
覚
no
悟
matter what. As the Quartering Duke's words reach my ears, my vision goes white.
さん。
Armor? Just as I'm about to be attacked, Armor leaps forward to shield me. Like a day, first Psycho, now you, my good sir. Oh, my beloved Psy fought without me. Evidently, I must needs become swift and mightier. You're always looking out for me. Thank you. Alone.
よかった。皆さんはヘリポートの外へ。
Everyone moves away from the black SPX at Piggy's command. You must have a strategy in mind to follow after the others without question.
作戦通りですね。
いつの間にこんな作戦を。
即席ですよ。あなたのおかげで私たちも。
お待ちなさい。隙を見て逃げ出すと思っていましたわ。
どいてよ。女性の君で捕らえられると思っ。
あらあら、私を舐めていま。わちょピンタートン家殿下の宝刀バリッツ、ようやく決まりましたわ。
まだだよ。君たちには逮捕する。
そうとも限らないわよ。この紙覚えているかしら。この紙を警戒してあなたが
それがどうした。
警告を無視して行動したことによる殺傷は過失致死。今の行動も含めてあなたには意図的に死を引き。
何の権限があって。
連邦捜査局の捜査官としてよ。私の任務は任務のために素性を隠し続けてきたけれど、下道ちゃんの死だけはあなたの行動が原因だと断言できるものね。あなたを逮捕するわ。あなたを
遅すぎますわ。
逆にちょうどいいんじゃないでしょうか。
お腹が空きました。
救助が来るまで時間がかかりそうだし。
グッドアイデアなのである。
ほら飛躍。さようなら。
I whisper quietly to myself. As I do, I feel a fond and familiar presence from behind, warm as a morning
ありがとう
sun.
ワト君。
After receiving minor medical attention, we all ushered onto a boat owned by the DA. Corin Duke, formerly known as Dolphin Detective, is restrained on the same ship.
不安じゃないのか。きっとこの先はモルグ島での事件。
その道に突き落としたのは君じゃないか。
まあその通り。しかしそのおかげで君自分の決断を尊びたまえ。
それはそうだね。
I don't know if the psycho before me is just an illusion, but the truth doesn't matter. From now on, and live for both of us. Together, we can show the role of ideal detective. That's one thing I know for
何
certain.
を物思いにふけっていますの。
大作戦会議をしましょう。今後の課題。
Finn. What?